Hello, I'm live. Hello, everybody. It's still very loud outside right now, so I'm hoping that changes pretty soon. Lots of loud music and stuff happening, so that's the thing that's happening. But it will dissipate as the night wears on. I'm trying out a 2-monitor screen. Hey, Ludmila. Hey, Joseph. So it's very distracting. I can see myself in the corner, but I'm actually gonna turn that off for now. I figure if this starts buffering and the chat goes really slow, I can just read the chat on this screen instead of this screen. So hopefully that will work. Tonight I have Chloe here. She's wearing her Halloween costume. She's gonna be Ariel for Halloween, and her costume is pretty tingly. Not as tingly as some of her other clothes, but it's got sequins, so she looks pretty fabulous as always. She's a very fabulous frog. She's a manic pixie dream girl, so let me dozing off, but that's okay. That's the whole point of the stream. Thank you, Joseph. I'm glad that you like how Chloe looks. She's very proud of her costume. She didn't want to be anything scary, whereas her boyfriend is over here. He was here last time. He's David S. Pumpkins for Halloween. There you go, Kyle. They love each other. Someday I'll show you they had a kid out of wedlock. I'll show it to you someday. He's up in my closet. But I figure we start before 7 o'clock so that we get some people here to play some trivia. So we'll start in about maybe 10 minutes or so. So relax, get something to eat or drink. Now's the time to prepare. How is everyone doing tonight? How was everyone's weekend? I know mine was a little busy because I was house sitting. Show you my hair. There we go. Well, it's still kind of long. I was house sitting and it was very boring, so I went live a bunch of times. So I know some of you were there, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I was really, really bored most of the time, but I did do a lot of research in some upcoming countries. So I scripted a country and a half, so I'll be filming one of those tonight. It's a surprise. You'll see it next week. Speaking of, has anyone seen my new video on Nepal yet? Interesting place. Very beautiful place. I took you guys to Mount Everest. So amazing. Oh, Joseph saw it. What did you think? Was it okay? I haven't checked any comments since it went live, so if you've left one, I haven't seen it yet. But I will favorite it, I promise. It's great. I'm glad to hear that. Hello, Felinian. Welcome to Trivia Night. How are you? And how is everyone else? Yes, perfect. Let's see. I have a bunch of work to do this week on my channel. I've been... You're not well, Felinian. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that this stream will help you relax a little bit. I hope. I've been slacking on my editing. All my videos for this week are filmed. Oh, GI issues are the worst. Already at 8 and 5 minutes. Oh, that's true. So, yeah, I have a friend who's a gastrointestinal nurse, so she tells me all about people's issues, and it sounds really trivia. Don't worry, Ludmila, you don't have to play trivia. You can always just relax and to just enjoy the sounds and my voice and everything. So don't worry. It's okay. Good night. I'll see you next week. week, or maybe if I go randomly live sometime this week. I don't know. I don't know if it's random. But great night. I forgot what I was saying. I've filmed all the videos for this week. I've only edited today's, obviously, and tomorrow's. So the Wednesday video is my next country, and I have a lot of edits to do. So I've been like, oh, I don't want to edit. By a lot, I'm like 3. Normally I have 1 or 2. So I'm just like hesitant to edit the next country because it's too much work. But I'll have to do it tonight, won't I? I have some new content for you guys for Thursday and Friday. Well, new, actually. One of them is an old book. One of them is a new book. Bubbles already. It's over here on my side, but I don't know if I can reach it without making noise. But I have a new travel magazine for you guys, and I water damaged it. So it sounds very, very crinkly, page-turny magazine sounds. It's great. And I just read the first little chapter, so I left it at the end for you guys to pick the next chapter to read out of it. So be sure to vote in the comments on that video. I'm probably going to post that. Actually, I don't know. That's going to be Thursday or Friday. And then the next video, which again is either Thursday or Friday, I'm going to read the last bit of my big Countries of the World book. The one where I do like facts about every country in blank. We're doing every country in Oceania. And as you can imagine, it's a shorter video. It's only like 20 minutes, but that's okay. That's just because there's not as many countries in Oceania as there are in other continents. The South America one was pretty short too, if I recall, but it had a lot of facts about like Brazil and stuff. Joseph got used to my non-ASMR voice. Well, welcome back to ASMR world. You're probably not going to hear the non-ASMR voice for a while. Oceania was interesting. The book's a little disappointing in that it didn't have a lot of facts about most of the countries. It was mostly just Australia and New Zealand. I'm glad you feel so welcomed, Joseph. I'm glad to have you here. Yeah. So I did what I could. I also read about the Arctic and the Antarctic. Oceania overall is just interesting. It is, I agree. We're going to go to Palau next month. It's the very first country we're doing in November. So that's going to wrap up Oceania on my channel, at least for now. I have some games for you all. So just to warm up, I have 2 little games that I made. So I'm hoping that more people are ready to play because they're kind of medium difficult. Sort of. Pardon me. You really have to know your geography and history for these quizzes. And then we'll get into the basic quiz. So the warm-up quiz is a big, tough warm-up. It's like a cardio warm-up in terms of knowledge. So we'll get started in about 2 minutes while more people join. So far, we are at 11 likes. You can see at the top of the chat, right up here. That's my microphone. Up here in the chat. Hey, Nicole. Sorry about the microphone sound. I totally forgot it's right there. My goal is 50 likes, so if you haven't liked this video yet, give it a little thumbs up, just so the algorithm can find it and spread it a little more easily so we can have more people to play. If you were at any of my random lives this weekend, I was experimenting with that. The more people that like, the more YouTube recommends the video, and the more people will join and play trivia with us. So thank you. I already got 2 just now, so thank you very much. Thank you, Joseph. Let's see if we can get started with our trivia. So our first game, also, are you all ready? I hope you're all ready. Our first game is going to be called Name That Tiny Country. I have right here on my notebook the 20 smallest countries in the world. Fleeny is very ready. I am going to pick one randomly, and I'm going to tell you 3 facts to that country, and you have to guess what it was. Oh, that's the Girl Scout salute. Joseph's been ready because this past week. That's good because you've been helping me with my trivia book. We'll get to that after we do. Oh, yeah, that's true because last week was microstate week, wasn't it? So let me pick. Actually, I'm going to do. No, we'll start with a random one. And then I need a pen to cross off to make sure I don't repeat. Okay, Chloe, you're going to have to move now. Thank you for participating. There you go. Let me get my Sharpie. And we're going to start with this country. So this country, first, get ready, is 181.3 square kilometers. Its largest building is a U.S. military base, and it's infamous for nuclear testing. This country's largest building or complex is a U.S. military base, and it's infamous for nuclear testing. And it is 181.3 square kilometers. It is the Marshall Islands. Congratulations to Fellini and the piano. Next country. This country is 316 square kilometers. They have 2 official languages. One is English and one is their own language that is only spoken there. And part of their territory includes the island of Gozo. One more time there. This country is 316 square kilometers. They speak English as well as their own distinct language. And their territory includes the island of Gozo. So D. Wenning wins that one. It is Malta. Malta is the country. Good job, Joseph. Joseph got it too. This next country is 26 square kilometers. It is the least visited country in the world, and it's expected to not exist in the next 100 years due to rising sea levels. 26 square kilometers, the least visited country in the world, and it appears to be disappearing. And Joseph wins that one. It is Tuvalu. Joseph loves Tuvalu. Next country, let's go a little bigger. This country is 440 square kilometers. It is nicknamed the land of 365 beaches, and this country was named by Christopher Columbus. A little harder. This country is 440 square kilometers. It's nicknamed the land of 365 beaches, and this country was named by Christopher Columbus. It is Antigua. Good job, Joseph. It is Antigua. Antigua and Barbuda. It's not Saint Antigua, just Antigua. Good job, Fellini. Next country. This country is 21 square kilometers. Its nickname is Pleasant Island, and it's famous that it used to have the world's highest quality of phosphate. This country is 21 square kilometers. It was nicknamed Pleasant Island, and it used to have the world's highest quality phosphate till it ran out. They mined it all. Who knows what country that is? It was called Pleasant Island back in its colonial times, like the Europeans that were there nicknamed it Pleasant Island. Any guesses? 21 square kilometers. It is a tiny one. Any guesses? Any guesses? Let me get a drink real quick. It is Nauru. Good job, Joseph. Nauru is the correct answer. Good old Nauru. There we go. All right, next country. This country is 468 square kilometers. They have not waged a war for over 1,000 years, and their official language is Catalan. This country is 468 square kilometers. They have not fought a war for over 1,000 years, and their official language is Catalan. Felinian gets that one. It is Andorra. It is Andorra up in Europe. Next country. Joseph got it too. This country. And Ryan's here. Ryan got it too. It is Andorra. Andorra la Vella is the capital. This country is 261 square kilometers. It is the smallest country in the Western Hemisphere, and it used to be nicknamed Sugar City. This country is 261 square kilometers. It is the smallest country in the Western Hemisphere, and it was nicknamed Sugar City. Any guesses? Does anyone know? It's the smallest country in the Western Hemisphere. I am sitting like crooked. Let me adjust my seat real quick. It is St. Kitts and Nevis. There we go. Yes, correct. It is St. Kitts and Nevis. Good job, Joseph. You know your small countries. Let's see. This next country is 300 square kilometers. Its national tree is the coconut palm tree, and it is famous for being a top honeymoon destination. This country is 300 square kilometers. The national tree is the coconut palm tree. It's famous for honeymooners. Joseph got it again. It's the Maldives. The Maldives is the answer, but good guesses there from Nicole and Felinian. Good job. All right. Joseph's going to get this one, just so you know. This country's 617 square kilometers. It is a very volcanic island, and it is famous for the mountains known as the Piton. This country is 617 square kilometers. It is a volcanic island, and it's famous for the Piton. I say it's volcanic because yep, it's St. Lucia. Joseph's been there, so I figured Joseph would get that one. It's St. Lucia. Yeah, most of these tiny islands are coral islands, so that one's distinct. And Joseph stayed near the Pitons. They're very beautiful mountains, aren't they? This next country is 160 square kilometers. Its currency is the Swiss franc, and they do not have an airport. Yeah, they're beautiful mountains. This country is 160 square kilometers. They use the Swiss franc as their currency, and they do not have an airport. Des got that one. It is Liechtenstein. Good job. Well, you all got it. Yes, Fellini, in the Caribbean does have plenty of volcanoes. Not as many as, like in the Ring of Fire, but volcanoes nonetheless. That's a hard typer. That's funny. Next country is 0.49 square kilometers. It has a population of less than 1,000, and it is the headquarters of a church. I expect you all to get this one very quickly. 0.49 square kilometers. It is, Nicole got it first. It's the Vatican. Great job, everybody. I know everyone's going to get that one. It's the smallest one. Let's see. This, on the opposite end, this country is 728 square kilometers. It is nicknamed Lion City, and it has a population of nearly 6 million people. This country is 728 square kilometers, nicknamed Lion City, and has a population of almost 6 million. Ooh, Taiwan is a great guess, but it is not Taiwan, Nicole. You're in the right part of the world, though. Definitely. It is Singapore. Des got that one. Oh, Ludmila's back. Welcome. The answer is Singapore. Next country is 61.2 square kilometers. Its capital is the same name as the country, and they're famous for their banking sector. Ludmila can't sleep. Well, now you get to play. Name that tiny country. 61.2 square kilometers. Oh, Monaco is a great guess, but it is not Monaco. It's not Luxembourg either. Very good guesses. The capital city is the same name as the country, and they're famous for their banking sector. We already guessed Andorra. Yeah, no, not Andorra. There's my phone popping off. I'm sorry. Forgot to put it on silent. It is San Marino. Good job, Des. San Marino is the answer. All right. Next country is 459 square kilometers. It is made up of 300 plus islands, and they use the US dollar. Now, just a note, it's not the Marshall Islands because we already did that one, and the Marshall Islands are much smaller. So, just so you know, it is 459 square kilometers. It is made up of over 300 plus islands, and they use the US dollar. Fellini, and can you use their modern name, not their colonial name? It is not Guam or Samoa. Micronesia is a great guess. Micronesia is a very good guess, but it's not Micronesia. Micronesia is actually larger than 459 square kilometers. Fellini got there it is. It's Palau. Yes. Palau is the answer. Palau. Not the Caroline Islands. They don't go by those names anymore. Next country is 348.5 square kilometers. It is a Caribbean island, and they are famous for their nutmeg and the nickname Island of Spice. 348.5 square kilometers. It's a Caribbean nation famous for its nutmeg and nicknamed Island of Spice. Haiti is a great guess, Nicole, but it is not Haiti. I don't think they grow nutmeg. It is Grenada. Yes. Grenada is the answer. Remember, we're playing tiny countries, so think small. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like nutmeg either. I don't like eggnog and stuff like that. Next country is 389 square kilometers. It has many filming locations of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and they are the world's top producer of arrowroot. This country is 389 square kilometers. Oh, Ludmila got it right off the bat. It is St. Vincent and the Grenadines. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This country is 2.02 square kilometers. French is its official language, and they are famous for their casinos. 2.02 square kilometers. That was easy. It's Monaco. Joseph got that one. Monaco is the answer. I made that one a little obvious. This next country is 702 square kilometers. It is the wreck diving capital of the world, and they have over 600 plus islands across 4 states. This country is 702 square kilometers. It's the world capital of wreck diving, and they have over 600 plus islands over 4 states. Who knows what country this is? Let me get another drink. Joseph got it. It is Micronesia. Micronesia is the answer. I think I have to play, use context. The opposite of name that large country and do the top 20 largest countries and make another quiz because this is fun. Next, this country is 431 square kilometers. It is a Caribbean nation that is technically not in the Caribbean, and it is the birthplace of Rihanna. This country is 431 square kilometers. It is technically not Caribbean. It is Barbados. Ludmila got that one. Barbados is the answer. The last country, number 20 on our list, is 458.4 square kilometers. It's famous for its giant tortoises and also grows the world's largest nut. This country's 458.4 square kilometers. They have an island that's populated with giant tortoises, and they grow the world's largest nut, and it is not the Galapagos. The Galapagos is not an independent country, it's actually part of Ecuador. There are two places in the world that has wild giant tortoises. One of them is the Galapagos, and the other one is this country. It's not the Galapagos, the world's largest nut. I forget the name of it, but it's a type of coconut. And there we go. George Michael, welcome, George Michael. I'm a big fan of the singer and the Arrested Development character. Seychelles is the answer. All right, we have named the top 20 tiniest countries in the world. Great job, everyone. Moving on to a history quiz. Here we go. Getting used to paper sounds for you guys. All right. A history quiz. I am going to give you the name of, I know, well, you guys are smart, Joseph, so that's why it went fast. I'm going to give you the name of a founder of a now existing country. The country that they founded may not be what it's called today, but I want you to give me the name of the country it is today. So, for example, this is not on the list because he doesn't really count. If I said George Washington, you would say the United States, although he's not. He's one of the founders, right? It's not on the list, so don't worry. I hope. Don't worry. If not, I can give you guys more hints, so don't worry. The first founder is Cyrus the Great. Cyrus the Great. I told you I was going to give you some hard ones to warm up with. Cyrus the Great. Cyrus the Great. There we go. Prince Dara is here. They got it. It is Iran. Good job. Next is King Narmer. King Narmer. King Narmer has a very famous piece of archaeology associated with him called the Narmer Palette. It's really beautiful, and it's like the only real depiction of King Narmer. Who knows what country King Narmer founded? It is Egypt. Dominic is here, and it is Egypt. Good job, Dominic. Yes, Egypt. Egypt. Good job. And you guys thought this would be hard. The next founder is Hung Vuong. Hung Vuong. Hung Vuong. I'm saying it slowly so you can kind of hear what language it could be. Not China, Ludmila, but you're in the right part of the world. Hung Vuong. Frank got it. It is Vietnam. Vietnam is the answer. The next one is a people group. It is the Medes. Medes. The Medes. There's another one in here that's founded by a group of people. But this one was founded by the Medes of Media, was the name of their kingdom. John, Iran is a good guess. The Medes were just north of Iran. They controlled part of what is today Iran, but they didn't found the country of Iran. They founded this other country. If I say the name of the ethnic groups today, it would give it away. Turkmenistan's very close, Valenian, but not quite. The Medes founded this ancient kingdom. It is just north of Iran. And let's see. Persia is a good guess, Celine. Not Iraq. This one might be a little hard. All right. These people were eventually weakened by the Persians. The people who replaced them, not Uzbekistan. There we go. Peter got it. It's Armenia. Armenia is the answer. I was going to say after the Persians conquered the Medes, the people that replaced them were one of the first to convert to Christianity. So, Armenia. Next is King Jumong. King Jumong. King Jumong. King Jumong. Waiting for Joseph. Who knows this? I know you do. King Jumong. Oh, India is a very good guess, Frank. India's on this list. You'll know when I say it. You'll know right away. The name will give it away. This is King Jumong. King Jumong was the king of what was then known as, there we go. I didn't have to say it's Korea. Fellini got it. Korea is the answer. Next is, I've learned through research that this person may or may not have existed, but he's considered the founder of this country. It is Ye the Great. Yeah, it was Korea, Joseph. Ye the Great. Joseph knows so much about Korea, but then always misses the Korean questions. Ye the Great. Or in English we would say you the Great, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Ye. Ye the Great. So you the Great, or Ye the Great. What do you think? That's another one based on the name you might be able to guess. It is China. Good job, Joseph. Apparently, this person, if he did exist, founded what is today China. Next is King Chandragupta Maurya. King Chandragupta Maurya. And Prince Dar is here, so they're going to get this right away. Oh, but Ludmila got it first. It is India. Yeah, Prince Dar got it. And so did Fellini, and it is India of the Mauryan dynasty. Next is King Saul. King Saul. Let me get a drink real quick. King Saul. 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 Nicole got that one. It's Israel. Israel is the answer. Yeah, short names are, yeah. King Saul is Israel. This one might be a little hard. Qin Shi Huang founded the first powerful dynasty of China, Prince Dar, but Ye the Great is what founded the land that Qin Shi Huang would eventually take over. Whether or not Ye the Great actually existed or not, he's kind of a mythical figure. All right, this next one might be hard. It is King Bagrat III. King Bagrat III. I'll let you know that this is a country in the Caucasus. Is your big guess? The Caucasus region. King Bagrat III in Eurasia. So it's not Indonesia. Fellini got it. It's Georgia. Oh, good job, you guys. It is Georgia. Next one is Muhammad Ahmad ibn Abd Allah al-Mahdi. This black. Oh yeah, my fridge is on. I just did my groceries today, so my freezer's full of stuff, so I don't want it to melt. So, yeah, it is not Saudi Arabia. Al-Mahdi is your big hint there. It is Muhammad Ahmad ibn Abd Allah al-Mahdi. Ooh, Oman's a great guess. Not Kazakhstan. Not Yemen. These are all great guesses, but I should say this is a country in Africa. The Mahdi dynasty was very, very powerful and challenged, if not conquered, part of another nearby power. But if I say it's going to give it away, Libya is a great guess. If you're in the right area, Ludmila. The Mahdis, the Al-Mahdi family. Algeria, not Morocco. These are all great guesses. Oh, Zanzibar is a good one too, but that's not its own independent country, is it? Not anymore. It's part of Tanzania now. It is not Tunisia either. This is the Mahdis, I should say, challenged Egypt. They were at odds with Egypt for quite a bit during the, I want to say the 17th and 18th century. It is Sudan. Ludmila got it. It's Sudan. The next one is Emperor Tewodros II. Emperor Tewodros II. Emperor, that's a big hint. Emperor Tewodros II. I'll give you some hints too if no one knows, but the name and the title should help you if you know some of your Not quite ancient history, but not quite medieval either. Like that. That middle period. I have an itch on my eye. All right, good night, Fellini, and have a great night. Joseph got it. It's Ethiopia. King Tewodros II founded Ethiopia. Don't worry, Ludmila. The next one is Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great. I might have to explain this one because people are going to be like, wait, what? But Alexander the Great technically founded this country. It is Greece. Good job, Ludmila. Technically, he founded Greece because he's from Macedonia. He conquered Greece and made it into one entity. Before that, it was split up into Athens and Sparta and all the other city-states. Alexander the Great conquered it and made it one country, and it became Greece. Next one. The name also will give this away if you know some of your kind of modernish history. It is Prince Ahmed Shah Durrani. Prince Ahmed Shah Durrani. I got a comment on this country's video from someone that said, you didn't talk about Ahmed Shah Durrani enough in your video. And I said, I'm sorry, it's just a summary. It is Afghanistan. Prince Tahir gets that one. It is Afghanistan. Much like probably the most recently alive person on this list. Next is Emperor Jimmu. Emperor Jimmu. Emperor Jimmu. And this ancient figure actually did exist. Emperor Jimmu. It is Japan. Good job, Prince Dara. The very, very first Japanese emperor. Next is a people group. It is the Celts. The Celts. There we go. The Celts. What country was founded by the Celts? That was easy. Ludmila got it right off the bat. It is Ireland. Ireland is the answer. Next is Hugh Capet. Hugh Capet. Hugh, H-U-G-H, Capet, C-A-P-E-T. Hugh Capet. That's kind of like his Englishized version, but it's not pronounced much different in the actual language that he would have spoken back when he founded this country. It is France. Good job, Ludmila. The answer is France. Brought together pretty much most of the areas that are now France. Next is Genghis Khan. Charlemagne founded the Frankish Empire, but if you were to say that Charlemagne founded France, then he also founded Germany and parts of Spain and the Netherlands and all of that. Mongolia. So Ludmila got that one first. The answer is Mongolia. Charlemagne founded the Frankish Empire. It was split up into 3 groups, and Hugh Capet was the one that got France. Next is Muhammad Siad Barre. Where's it Barre? I'm pretty sure it's Barre. Siad Barre. Muhammad Siad Barre. Don't worry, Frank. This quiz is almost over. I only have 3 left. And the last 2 are very easy. This one's kind of hard. I'm pretty sure his name was Siad Barre. It's spelled B-A-R-R-E. Ooh, Bahrain is a great guess, but it's not Bahrain. The Dilmun civilization founded Bahrain. I should have had that on the list. The Dilmuns. Qatar is close. You guys are in the right part of the world. There we go. Prince Dara got it. It's Somalia. Founded what is now Somalia. Next is Saint Marinus. Saint Marinus, which is the English version of his name as well. Close-ish, yeah. Qatar and Bahrain are very close to Somalia in terms of like the globe. Saint Marinus. Sorry. I'm whispering very softly today to try to make up for the fridge. Joseph got it first. It is San Marino. St. Marinus, a.k.a. San Marino, founded San Marino. Good job, you guys. And the last one on my list, because the list that I got this from only had 19, so I had to make it 20, because that's just how I am, is William the Conqueror. or Guillaume le Conquereur, William the Conqueror. Not the UK. Technically not the UK, Ludmila. Since the UK was founded in the 1800s, it is England then. Ludmila got it there at the end. England is the answer. England. All right. Great job, everyone. The warm-up's over. Let's move this out the way and grab the trivia book. So I did not write these questions. This is from the Lonely Island, or the Lonely Island, the Lonely Islands Music Group. That was the warm-up, yes. This is the Lonely Planet's Ultimate Travel Quiz Book. So, let's see. Quiz number 1 is called Beginning With. So the quiz will give you the first letter of this place and a hint about it. So number 1, this L is the capital and largest city of Peru. What L is the capital and largest city of Peru? It is Lima. Good job, Ludmila and Joseph and Liam and Frank. Lima, yes. I should say that I'm reading to you guys from the easy section to kind of wind down from that warm-up that I made for you guys. Number 2, beginning with O. What Scandinavian capital city is home to the Munch Museum, the Holmenkollen Ski Museum, and the Vigeland Sculpture Park? Karen, good job. It is Oslo. Good job. Of Oslos. Hey, Will is here too. Oslo is the answer. Will, you missed a question about Nauru earlier in the quiz. I knew you would have got it, but you weren't here. Number 3, which Italian city beginning with N is overlooked by the active volcano Mount Vesuvius? Which Italian city beginning with N? There we go. Ludmila got it. It's Naples. Isn't Ludmila from Naples? That's right. But you all know it too. Let's see. Good job, Simon. Welcome. And next, the Australian marsupials, koalas, yes, feed almost exclusively on the leaves of which type of tree beginning with E? Koalas feed almost exclusively on the leaves of this tree that starts with E. Dominic got it first. It is eucalyptus. This one's easy, so don't worry about spelling, Karen. As long as I can understand what you're saying, then you get it. Good night, Joseph. Have a great night. Eucalyptus, says Jack. Great job. This quiz is going to be more of a who's going to get it first, because this one at least is very easy. What L? Oh, number 5. What L is a city where the U.S. film industry has been based since the early 20th century? Oh wow, it's 7 in the morning where Prince Star is in India. I'll give that to Liam. It's L.A., Los Angeles, L.A. Yes, good job, everyone. L.A. LAX, says Frank, the airport. LA, good job, everybody. Los Angeles. Number 6, established in 1872 and straddling the states of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, what Y was the United States' first national park? Will got it first. It is Yellowstone. Good job, everybody. Joe got it. Everyone got it. This one's very easy. What P is an artificial waterway linking the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans? I know everyone's fast tonight. What P is an artificial waterway? Oh, Karen got it first this time. It's the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal. Frank got it with the accent. The Panama Canal. Number 8. The 3 nations that make up the Low Countries are Belgium, the Netherlands, and what other country beginning with L? I almost don't have time to repeat. This is so easy. Let me look at it first. It is Luxembourg. Luxembourg is the answer. Good job, everybody. Next question, number 9. What A is a European country that has Vienna as its capital? Yeah, I don't have to repeat the questions, I don't think. because you all get them so fast. Karen got it first. It is Austria. Austria is the answer. Number 10. The summit of Mount Everest is on the border of China and which other country beginning with N? Ludmila got it first. It's Nepal. Ludmila's a fast typer. Nepal. My video on Nepal went up today. Did anyone get a chance to watch it yet? I wonder. Good job, username. It is Nepal. My tummy's making Red Bull bubble sounds, so pardon that. Number 11. What E is an extensive area of tropical wetlands covering the southern tip of the U.S. state of Florida? Ludmila started watching it. Awesome. Your video's out of sync with the text. Frank, make sure that you're up to the live section then. Will got it first. It's the Everglades. The Everglades is the answer. Yeah, there should be a way to skip to where it is live. But moving on to number 12. What T is the capital and largest city of its country and overlooked by Mount Fuji? What T is the capital and largest city of its country and it's overlooked by Mount Fuji? It is Tokyo. Will gets that one. Jack could guess. Tokyo is the answer. Good job, Will. Number 13. 2 of Australia's states were named in honor of Queen Victoria. One is Victoria. What is the other? It begins with Q. What's the other state of Australia named after Queen Victoria? That starts with a Q. Dominic got it first. It is Queensland. Queensland is the answer. Good job, everybody. Good job, everyone. What? Oh, remember, this is a travel book, right? So don't be weirded out by this one. What U is a taxi hiring app operating in cities around the world that was founded in 2009? A taxi hiring app starting with U. Des got it first. It's Uber. Yes, this is a travel book, right? They mentioned Uber. Number 15. I know. Europe's most sparsely populated country. What I is a volcanic island in the North Atlantic? Europe's most sparsely populated country, beginning with I. Des got it first. It is Iceland. Iceland is the answer. Number 16. What Z is the capital and largest city of Croatia? What C is the capital and largest city of Croatia? Des got it again. It is Zagreb. Zagreb is the answer. Des is the fast member of the group now, I think. Next one, number 17. What T is a North African country that lies between Algeria and Libya? What T is a North African country between Algeria and Libya? Liam got it first, right before Des. Oh, no, sorry. Will got it first. Will got it right before Liam and Des. It is Tunisia. Good job, Will. And everyone else that got Tunisia. Number 18. Oh, I should say that there's 20 questions in all of these, but hey, Puff, welcome. I've done some of them in like last week's quiz, so I might skip some, but there are 20 in this one. So number 18. What I is the largest city in Turkey? What I is the largest city in Turkey? Karen got it first. It is Istanbul. Istanbul is the answer. Good job, Istanbul. Number 19. A combination of shellfish and potatoes. What M is considered one of Belgium's national dishes? This might be a little tricky. What M is a combination of shellfish and potatoes, and it's one of Belgium's national dishes. And sounds delicious. I need to try this someday because shellfish and potatoes are 2 of my favorite things. I remember when I did Belgium, I saw a picture of this food and went, ooh, that looks good. Does anyone know what it's called? Or remember what it's called? It is a name that is in French, I should say. It's not waffles. No, that's. I love how the chat just goes completely silent. I should say it's the name of these shellfish in French, followed by the name of French fries in French. And yeah, French fries in French. It's not called French fries. If you know those words, then let me adjust real quick. You can hear my chair squeaking. There we go. Simon Johansson got it first. It is moule frite. Moule frite. Mussels and French fries. Sounds delicious. Number 20. Everyone's going to get this one, so get ready. This one is probably the easiest one. What country beginning with E is the location of the Great Pyramid of Giza? I don't even need to repeat it. Everyone's going to know it right away. Will got it first. It is Egypt. All right. Great job on the easy one, everybody. Moving on to quiz number 2, general knowledge. So just random questions about travel and geography. The Prado Museum is located in which European city? The Prado Museum is located in which European city? The Prado Museum. Not Turin, Liam. Remember, it's a European city. Oh no, Turin. I was thinking of Tunis. Simon got it though. It's Madrid. Turin is in Italy. Tunis is in Tunisia. Madrid is the answer. What is the only continent where you can see meerkats in the wild? What is the only continent? I hope I'm still here. It says my connection's unstable. That's a little worrying. There we go. Okay. I hope I'm still here. What TV show, or what city is the US TV show Frasier set in? And then there's a bonus question of where is the show Cheers set? Because Cheers came out before Frasier. Not Chicago, Seattle. Des got it. Frasier in Seattle. What town was Cheers set in? Cheers is Boston. Yes, Karen, good job. Because Frasier was a character on Cheers. Before your time. Well, definitely watch Cheers. I know people love Frasier more than Cheers, but I love Cheers more than Frasier. I never really liked Frasier Green. The Great Red Spot is a giant storm on which planet in our solar system? The Great Red Spot is a giant storm on which planet in our solar system? Liam got it. It's Jupiter. Good job, Jupiter. I just remembered I had an old coworker who's at the time he was about 21, 22. And he's like, I started watching Cheers. It's so good. I'm like, I know. It's like I watched that show when I was like 10. It is the size of Earth. That's true. Prince Star, isn't that incredible? Next question. Which famous Australian bridge is nicknamed the Coat Hanger? Which famous Australian bridge is nicknamed the Coat Hanger? It's really the only bridge that I know of in Australia. I don't know any other bridges besides this one. So, if you can name it, it's like the big obvious one. This famous Australian bridge. Yep, John got it. It is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Good job. It does look like a coat hanger. I never thought of it that way. Next question. What is the name of the area of geometrically shaped volcanic columns on the north coast of Northern Ireland? What is the name of the area of geometrically shaped volcanic columns on the north coast of Northern Ireland? Ooh, Ring of Fire is a good guess, Jack. This is a very specific spot in Northern Ireland. No, it's not that. It is, so listen carefully. It's the, oh, there we go. Des got it. It's the Giant's Causeway. Giant's Causeway. Good job, Des. The Smilodon, a prehistoric creature that prowled the Americas from around 2.5 million years ago to 10,000 years ago, had particularly long what? the Smilodon, a dinosaur or prehistoric creature. It was after the dinosaurs. Had particularly long what? It's not typically known as the Smilodon. Yeah, Prince got it. Prince Dar got it. It is teeth, because the Smilodon is more commonly known as the saber-toothed tiger. Very large teeth. What is the name of New Zealand's indigenous people? What is the name of New Zealand's indigenous people? Also, I should point out that I have a goal of 50 likes for this stream. So if you haven't liked the video, please hit that thumbs up. Karen got it first. It is the Maori. The Maori is the answer. Next question. The Giants, the Rangers, and the Yankees are sporting teams based in which U.S. city? The Giants, the Rangers, and the Yankees are teams that play in what U.S. city? Karen got it first. It's New York City. Is that the correct pronoun? I'm not sure what you mean. Maori, yeah. Though. Anyway, New York City is the answer. As Maori, maybe that's how it's pronounced in, pronunciation is what you mean. Pronunciation. I'm not sure. I've always heard it as Maori. Maybe Mori is how it's pronounced in other countries. Because, everything's pronounced differently all over the world. Let's see, next question. What is the German word for a motorway or highway? I know how to pronounce this word. What is the German word for a motorway or highway? Just trying to be correct. I understand. Des got it first. It's the Autobahn. The Autobahn. Has anyone heard that very old Kraftwerk song about the Autobahn? My parents had it on record. It was wild. Anyway. Found in zoos across the world, but only in the wild in China, the panda, or giant panda, is a very fussy eater. What plant makes up over 99% of its diet? Kraftwerk is great. In my book on Germany, I have, you can't see because it's dark, but it's just over there. They have a picture of Kraftwerk in there, and I went, oh, we're far off to Autobahn. Let's see, username got it first. It's Bamboo. I almost deleted their message trying to delete this bot. My neighbor's being loud. There we go. All right. It is Oh, no, sorry. It looks like Liam got it first, actually. Bamboo. And then username got it. Sorry, it's hard to see the bot there. The answer is Bamboo. Next question. The Cape of Good Hope is a rocky headland that lies at the southern tip of what continent? The Cape of Good Hope is on what continent? Where can you find the Cape of Good Hope? What continent, Jack? Actually, I'll give that to Jack and Karen. It's Africa. It's asking for the continent. Africa. Good guess, Ozarks, but you're in the wrong one. That's the Cape Horn is at the end of South America. Next question. Sunset Boulevard is a major street in which U.S. city? In which city can you find Sunset Boulevard? Also the name of a very good movie. Very good movie. Which city? So Liam gets that one. It's L.A. Jack, you have to listen. It is L.A. Yes. What is the world's second largest hot desert after the Sahara? What is the world's second largest hot desert after the Sahara? It feels like every trivia stream, what's the largest desert? What's the largest hot desert always comes up. It is not the Atacama or the Gobi. It's actually a desert we're going to be visiting this week on Wednesday on my channel. So, your girlfriend, Simon, please. Des got it first. It's the Arabian Desert. The Arabian Desert that takes up most of Saudi Arabia and Oman and Yemen and part of the UAE. It's a big, big one. Next question. Mr. Sax's house is a museum dedicated to Adolphe Sax, the inventor of the saxophone. In which European country would you find it? In what country was the saxophone invented? And you can visit a museum about the inventor of the saxophone. I should say that Mr. Sax's house is also known as La Maison de Monsieur Sax. France is a good guess. My neighbor's flushed his toilet, so sorry about that. It is Belgium. Good job, Jack. The answer is Belgium. Jack is German. All right. Next question. Located in the Indian Ocean, what island nation is the world's lowest lying country? Located in the Indian Ocean, what island nation is the world's lowest lying country? I need some water, not Red Bull. Oh, Des got it. It's the Maldives. The Maldives. No, we got it. Maldives. Good job. Get some water. Let me hear my water bottle tapping sounds while it's full. I really like that sound. But anyway, that toilet should stop making that sound any minute now. There we go. What is the largest city in South America by population? What is the largest city in South America by population? It is actually not Rio, Des. That's a misconception. It's not Rio. Karen got it. It's Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo is actually the largest by population by a lot. Yeah, Sao Paulo. All right. Jack, don't worry about spelling. If I can understand what you're trying to say, then that's okay. I understand that spell check happens, so don't worry. All right. Listen carefully for this one. Pardon me. In geographical terms, what links these pairs of countries? New Zealand and Spain, Argentina and China, Fiji and Mali. What links these countries? New Zealand and Spain, Argentina and China, Fiji and Mali. I have to think a little bit. Antipodes. Good job, Des got that one. They are on the opposite end of the world from each other. Let's see. Another general knowledge quiz. What is the nickname of the New Zealand men's rugby union team? I should say they're named for the color that they wear. What's the nickname of the New Zealand men's rugby union team? Liam got it. It's the All Blacks. The All Blacks. Then it says, and what is the nickname of the New Zealand men's basketball team? Hint, think about it. What's the name of the New Zealand basketball team? If the rugby team is the All Blacks. Ooh, All Reds is a good guess. What's the name of the basketball team? It's a pun. There you go. It's the Tall Blacks. The Tall Blacks. So Jack got that one. The Tall Blacks. Get it? Because they're tall, because they're basketball players. Very funny. Let's see. What is the line of latitude 23.5 degrees north of the equator, more commonly known as? It wasn't whoever came up with that. That's hilarious. What's the line of latitude? Oh, there we go. Liam got it. The Tropic of Cancer. Great job, Liam. Let's see. What is the name of the mythical city of gold believed by early Europeans, explorers, to exist somewhere in South America? What was the city of gold believed to be in South America known as? Yeah. Jack got it first. It's El Dorado. El Dorado is the answer. Goulash is the national dish of which European country? Goulash is the national dish of which European country? Liam got it. It is Hungary. Hungary is the answer. Not that they don't eat goulash in other countries, because they certainly do, but that's the national dish. I'm almost to 30 likes. If you haven't liked this video, give it a little thumbs up. I'm trying to hit 50 on this stream. The more people that like the video, the more the YouTube algorithm recommends it to other people, and the more people will join and play with us. So thank you. In 1927, who became the first person to fly solo nonstop across the Atlantic Ocean? We've had goulash. I want to say I've had it too, but I don't remember, so I probably haven't. Who was the first person to fly solo nonstop over the Atlantic Ocean in 1927? And Ozarks got it. It is Charles Lindbergh. Charles Lindbergh. Let's see. The primatologist Diane Fossey spent 19 years studying the behavior of which animals in the forests of Rwanda? Primatologist Diane Fossey spent 19 years studying what animal in the forests of Rwanda? Rwanda is like one of the 2 places in the world you can find this animal. Not chimps, folks. That's Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall did chimpanzees. It is a kind of ape, so Jack is partly right, but what kind of ape? It's not a chimp or a monkey, because there are differences between all of those. It is a type of ape. What specifically type of ape is it that lives in the forests of Rwanda? Ooh, orangutans, good guess, but those are in Southeast Asia. It is the gorilla. Prince Dara got that one. The mountain gorilla, to be more specific. The mountain gorilla. Thank you, Julia. Oh, I appreciate that so much. That is so very kind of you to do that. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that so much, Julia. Thank you very, very kindly. All right. This question says, who are the first 2 humans to walk on the moon? But I want to know if you know the name of the 3 people who first walked on the moon. Because Apollo 11 had 3 people on it, and everyone always forgets the 3rd, although he has a very easy name to remember. So do you know the first, second, and 3rd people to walk on the moon? You can put one at a time if you want as well, if you only know the first one, because everyone knows the first one. We can have 3 winners for this one. Who were the first 3 people? Buzz Aldrin was number 2. It was not someone from Russia, Dara. Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong. So Karen got 1 and 2. Neil Armstrong was number 1. Buzz Aldrin was number 2. Does anyone know? See, and that other guy, Collins, I'll give that to username. Michael Collins is his name. Everyone forgets Michael Collins. Very easy name to remember, but everyone never forgets him because his name isn't Buzz Aldrin or Neil Armstrong. Kenya's 2 official languages are English and what else? Kenya's 2 official languages are English and what? What is Kenya's other official language besides English? Let me get some more water. Ooh, I should just leave this open. Around the microphone. Julia got it. It is Swahili. Good job, Julia. Swahili is the other official language. Let's see. The TGV is a high-speed intercity rail service in which country? And it also says, do you know what TGV stands for? I know in India you have 22 languages. Simon got that one first. It is France. Does anyone know what TGV stands for? It is a phrase in French. The T stands for train. Train, grande vitesse. Good job to Stan Talent. Let's see. Which U.S. state has the largest population? Don't worry about spelling. I understood what you were saying. Which U.S. state has the largest population? Oh, Stan Talent loves trains. That's awesome. Karen got it first. It is my home state of California. California. Good job. See, the outbreak of the First World War was precipitated by the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, in which city? In what city was Archduke Franz Ferdinand assassinated in and began World War I? Des got it first. It is Sarajevo. Sarajevo is the answer. Some people believe Mount Ararat in Turkey to be the final resting place of what form of transportation described in the Bible? According to the Bible, what transport? There we go. Liam got it. It's Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark. Hudson got it too. The Ark. Yes. What year were the first euro notes and coins introduced? Not announced, not approved, but introduced, actually used by actual people with their actual hands to buy things. What year were euro notes and coins first used? Let's see. So Des, very close, Des, not quite 2002. Liam, you're like way off. Username, you're even farther off. Stan Talent, you're pretty close. It was in the early 2000s, I should say, because 1999 was the year that it was approved, and a lot of countries joined the Eurozone to use the euro. So it was not long after 1999. I'm just going to wait for it to pop up. Let's see. Simon says 1/1/2002, but there we go. Username got it 2001. I wonder, Simon, since you know a specific date, if it was like December 31st, 2001 to January 1st, 2002. But all it says in my book is 2001. Next question. Built during the rule of the Emperor Vespasian in the 1st century CE, what is the name of the enormous amphitheater in central Rome, much of which is still standing? Yes, Heffley, a lot of us are older than the euro. The euro is a very new invention. So is the European Union, to be honest. I think it was founded in 1992. It's good to see you, though, Heffley. Prince Dara got it first. It's the Colosseum. Joseph is back. Can't sleep. That's okay. Maybe I'll help you sleep some more. Our next quiz is capital cities. Capital cities. And before we get started, if you haven't liked this video yet, please click the little thumbs up. I'm trying to hit 50. I'm almost there, so please help me out. Yes, perfect time, Joseph. Let's see. They all started with it. Interesting. It hosted the 2008 Summer Olympic Games and is home to a palace complex known as the Forbidden City. It hosted the 2008 Summer Olympic Games. It is home to the Forbidden City. It is Beijing. Des got it. 28 Reasons is such a good song. That whole LP is amazing. I love Silky. Good job, everybody. This one's going to be kind of easy, I think. It's home to the Arc de Triomphe and the Champs-Élysées. It's home to the Arc de Triomphe and the Champs-Élysées. Where would you find the Arc de Triomphe and Champs-Élysées? Karen got it first. It is Paris. Paris. Remember, Stan, it's the capital city. It's situated on the Potomac River and boasts numerous national monuments, including the Lincoln Memorial. One capital city is on the Potomac River and includes a lot of monuments, including the Lincoln Memorial. Karen got it first again. It is Washington, D.C. Good job. Everyone got D.C. It's home to a complex of government buildings called the Kremlin. It's home to a complex of government buildings known as the Kremlin. Oh, the Potomac River is in Washington, D.C. I don't know what to tell you. Des got it again. It is Moscow. Des is very, very fast. Des and Karen are the fast ones right now. Moscow is the answer. It rises on the river Platte, or Rio de la Plata, and its name means good airs in English. This capital city is on the Rio de la Plata, translates to good airs. Get some more water. Karen got it. It's Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. It was divided by a wall from 1961 to 1989. Don't worry, Liam. It was divided by a wall from 1961 to 1989. Let's see. Des got it first. It's Berlin, but everyone else got it too. So fantastic. It's one of the world's most populated cities and provided the setting for the 2003 film Lost in Translation, which is a movie I did not enjoy. Joseph got it first. It's Tokyo. Tokyo's the answer. No, you got it, Joseph. It's Tokyo. Good job. Next, it's on this country's North Island in the southern hemisphere and was named after a British 19th century war hero. It's located on the country's North Island. Oh, Des got it. It's Wellington. Yes, Wellington. Remember, Liam, we want the capital city. Wellington is the answer. It's the birthplace of playwrights Oscar Wilde, George Bernard Shaw, and Samuel Beckett. Username has to go. And I'm glad that you were here. You were wonderful to play with. I'll see you next week at the same time, username. It is not London. Oscar Wilde, George Bernard Shaw, and Samuel Beckett. I would say what nationality they were, but that would obviously give it away. But Joseph, you're in the right part of the world, I should say. Not London. Not Brussels either. I'm really short of breath today. And I have some bubbles from the Red Bull. It is Dublin. Good job, Des. Oscar Wilde's a very, very famous Irish writer. So Dublin is the answer. They should have said James Joyce, but oh well. It's where you can climb the Petronas Towers, the tallest twin towers in the world. Where can you find the Petronas Towers? Not Taipei, Ozarks. That's Taipei 101. Not Singapore. Des got it. It's Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur. It was the site of Plato's Academy, Aristotle's Lyceum, and is still overlooked by the Parthenon. It's where you could have found Plato's Academy and Aristotle's Lyceum, and where you can still find the Parthenon. What capital city is that? Joseph got it first. It's Athens. Athens is the answer. Everyone else got it too. Fantastic. It's Europe's lowest capital at 2 meters below sea level. Europe's lowest capital, 2 meters below sea level. Yep, Stan Talent got it. It is Amsterdam. Amsterdam. Everyone else got it though. Liam, you must be sleepy. Not The Hague, but Amsterdam. Hague is like the number 2 capital. Sinking in Netherlands. Yep, you got it. It lies on a communist-run Caribbean island just south of the U.S. state of Florida. Sinking. Yeah, Liam, I think you're getting sleepy. Des got it. It is Havana. Havana is is the answer. I can always tell when people are starting to fall asleep at doing the quiz. Havana is the answer. It's home to a bronze statue of the Little Mermaid from the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale. It's home to the Little Mermaid statue. Very like the most famous statue in the city by far. My tummy bubbles. Let's see. There we go. Simon got it first. It's Copenhagen. Copenhagen is the answer. Copenhagen. It was built over the top of the Aztec capital Tenochtitlan. It was built over the top of the Aztec capital Tenochtitlan. I still think there should be someone doing Nahuatl ASMR. Tenochtitlan is so good. Yep, Mexico City. Des got that one first. Mexico City. Nahuatl is like the tingliest language of all time, and it's spoken by very few people today. And I really want one of them to do ASMR in Nahuatl. Yep, it's a city built on a lake. Yep, and it still is, and it's sinking also. It's where you can explore Wenceslas Square and the world's largest castle. It's where you can explore Wenceslas Square and the world's largest castle. Yeah, a lot of sinking places in the world, isn't there? Never really think about it until you start listing all the different places that are sinking. Let's see, that sounds familiar. Yeah, Wenceslas Square. You can also find the Charles Bridge there as well. You can't say the name of the castle because that would give it away. Apparently, I didn't know that it was the world's largest castle, but that's pretty cool. It is Prague. Des got it. Prague is the answer. This is overlooked by Table Mountain. Table Mountain. We talked about Table Mountain at the end of my last stream because someone, was it Joseph? I'm not sure, asked what Table Mountain was. So this city is overlooked by Table Mountain. Liam got it. It's Cape Town. Cape Town is the answer. Good job. It's on the banks of the river Tagus and boasts districts including Bahia, Belém, and Bairro Alto. Joseph made a list of places that are sinking: Tuvalu, Amsterdam, New York City, Miami, Mexico City, Kiribati. Yeah, I was going to say don't forget Florida, but you got Miami. Pretty much all of Florida, like Orlando and Tampa, they're all sinking too. And many more. Lots of places sinking in the world. The hotel I stayed at in Orlando was sinking. And they had roped off parts of walkways because they were becoming underwater. Not Sarajevo. It's on the Tagus River, some English people pronounce it. And you can find the districts of Bahia, Belém, and Bairro Alto. I'm trying to roll my R's very quietly. Bairro Alto. It is Lisbon. Good job, Des. Des knows their capitals very well. Let's see. It sounds Bosnian. Yeah, that's true. Kind of. Portuguese is weird. I mean, it sounds great, but it's very different from a lot of other languages. This capital is bordered by Israel and the Palestinian territories to the east, Sudan to the south, and Libya to the east. I know Florida needs to start building some polders, don't they? This capital is bordered by Israel and Palestine to the east, Sudan to the south, and Libya to the west. Or the country is not the capital city, but this country's capital city. The capital city of this country. The country, you know what I'm trying to say. It's bordered by Israel, the Gaza Strip. It's bordered by Sudan and Libya. I think I said it's bordered by the West Bank in its video. Yeah, Cairo is the answer. Good job, Des. I'm pretty sure in my Egypt video I said Egypt's bordered by the West Bank, which it's definitely not, but no one's ever called me out on it, so I haven't issued a correction yet. I'll wait until somebody does. But it's bordered by Gaza, not the West Bank. All right, moving on to a general knowledge quiz. Let's see. Popular in Central and Eastern European cuisine, sauerkraut is made of fermented what? Sauerkraut is made out of fermented what? Good night, Liam. Thank you for playing. Have a very good sleep. It is cabbage. Ozarks got it. And Hector got it. Welcome, Hector. It is cabbage. The Socceroos is the nickname of which country's international football team? The Socceroos. I hate sauerkraut. I don't like the flavor of it. The Socceroos is the nickname of which country's international football team? Des got it. It is Australia. One of the few places that says soccer instead of football. Which is the only continent where you can see tigers in the wild? On which continent can you find tigers in the wild? Not very many tigers, but tigers nonetheless. Karen got it first. It is Asia. Asia is the answer. What was the name of the volcano that exploded with deadly force in 1980 in the U.S. state of Washington? But Washington volcano. I almost said Washington, Montana. Washington Mountain exploded in 1980. Who knows what it was called? It was one of the biggest explosions in America, I'm pretty sure. It was a big one. And Fairden too. I wasn't alive for that, but Ozarks got it. It's Mount St. Helens. Yes, St. Helens. What is a gaucho? What is a gaucho? I know in the early 2000s there was a type of pant called a gaucho, but that's not what I'm going for. Yeah, the mountain actually exploded. It didn't erupt. The whole mountain exploded. It's a wild footage, and it was very, very sudden. Cowboy cattle. I'll take that, Hector. South American cowboys are gauchos. My book says South American horsemen, but let's be real, they're cowboys. What major waterway and trade route opened on November 17th, 1869? What major waterway and trading route opened on November 17th, 1869? Not the Panama, Hector, the other one. Panama opened, what was it, 1914? Something like that. The Suez Canal. Des got it. Good guess, Jessica, but Suez Canal is the answer. Let's see. Oh, I see. I'll tell you after I read this. Featuring over 53,000 performances of around 3,400 shows in 300 venues over the course of 25 days, the world's biggest annual arts festival is held in which British city? I accidentally wrote the name of the festival, not the city. But you guys have to put the city that it's in. The world's largest annual arts festival is in which British city? And just happened like a month and a half ago this year, I want to say. I think they went back to in person this year. Who knows what city that's in? Whew, I'm really short of breath tonight, but that's okay. It's not Manchester. Not Manchester. If I tell you the name of the festival, it might give it away. Oh, we've hit 40 likes. I'm trying to hit 50 tonight. If you haven't liked this video yet, please give it a thumbs up so that I can get recommended to more people tonight. It is in Edinburgh. Good job, Des. It's the Edinburgh Fringe. I just wrote Fringe. That's not the answer. I needed it down. That's funny. Which city is the world's highest number of skyscrapers? It's not what you'd expect either. Which city has the world's highest number of skyscrapers? Dubai's a very good guess, but it's actually not Dubai. The Not Shanghai either, but that's very close. Beijing is also very close, Ozarks. Not Abu Dhabi, although Abu Dhabi has some beautiful skyscrapers. And not Tokyo either there, underscore. Shenzhen's still very close. You're in the right country, Stan. Stan, I don't have the brain power to read the kana there in your name. Tell me who you're standing. Des got it. It is Hong Kong. Who knew? I thought it would be New York City or Dubai, but it is Hong Kong. Has the most number of skyscrapers in the world. Let's see. How many planets are in Earth's solar system? A space question. It says the Earth is one of how many planets in our solar system? Oh, perfume. That's who it was. I could tell the first one started with P, but I couldn't read the rest. Perfume is wonderful. Ryan got it first. It is 8. Pluto does not count, Karen. Pluto's a dwarf planet. If you were to count Pluto, then you'd have to count about a couple hundred other dwarf planets too. Yeah, exactly. I love perfume. Stan Perfume. I am a big J-pop and K-pop fan. I have I'm not going to show you my tattoo because it's on my foot. Chocolate disco, yes. Anyway, moving on. Koh Samui, Koh Tao, and Phuket are all islands in which Southeast Asian country? Koh Samui, Koh Tao, and Phuket are all islands in which Southeast Asian country? It is Thailand. Hector gets that one. Thailand is the answer. What was the surname of the American brothers Dr. John Harvey and Will Keith, who in 1896 patented a new form of breakfast cereal made of flakes of toasted corn? So basically, what's the last name of the guys who invented cornflakes? Thailand is very beautiful. It's going to be there we go, underscore got it. It's Kellogg. Kellogg is the answer. Really interesting story about why they founded cornflakes, but a little inappropriate for my channel. They believed that eating cornflakes, let's see how I say it while this car goes by. They believed that eating cornflakes would stop people from touching certain parts of their body, which it obviously didn't. Anyway, we know Queen. It's funny. There are 3 copies of Norwegian painter Edvard Munch's best-known painting on display in Oslo. Oh, Jessica, thank you so much. Oh, that's so kind of you. Canadian dollars. I've never got Canadian dollars before. I didn't even have to finish it. It's the Scream. Good job, Karen. It's the Scream. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that so very kindly. I'm glad that you're having fun. All right. Usually made out of leather or fur. What is the name of the pouch often worn with a kilt as part of a traditional Scottish Highland dress? What's the name of that pouch on the Scottish kilt? I have a friend who's from Scotland, and we were at a dance, and he wore his kilt, and he started dancing, and he jumped, and this hit him, and it was very funny. Don't know, Doom Guy? You can always Google it. I don't mind if you want to Google the answer, because that means that you're going to learn what it is. Instead of sitting around saying that you don't know, you can always find the answer. It is a sporin. Good job, Jessica. I don't know if it's a sporan or a sporin, but that's how it's spelled. What is the currency of Brazil? What is the currency of Brazil? Not a peso, Stan. That's Mexico. What is the currency of Brazil? The Brazilian what? I should say it's a currency that's used in a lot of like kind of Spain and Portuguese speaking countries. Not like Mexican Spanish, but Spain Spanish, And it starts with the letter R. I'll give you that hint. Let me get some water. There we go. Jessica got it. The Brazilian real. Jessica's up for the next top contender. Brazilian real. Pardon me. Found in East Africa, India, Southeast Asia, and Australia. What sort of animal is a flying fox? Man, I've got bubbles. I'm drinking too much. Too much water, but I'm very thirsty. What sort of animal is a flying fox? I got this one wrong when I was playing. It is a mammal, yes. What kind of mammal, Ryan? What kind of mammal is it? I think that's kind of a given with the name, the fox, flying fox. I should say it's not a fox. Who knows what a flying fox is? Des, that was my guess. I thought it was a squirrel too, but I was wrong. I can see where I wrote squirrel and had to erase it. I think we're thinking of a different animal because I can picture what I thought a flying fox was, but it's not. Ozark's got it though. It is a bat. The bat is a kind of, or the flying fox is a type of bat. Let's see. Who was the only U.S. president to have been born outside of the U.S. mainland? Who was the only president that was not born in the 48 United States? And don't say Alexander Hamilton because he was not president. It is Barack Obama. Good job, Karen. He was born in Hawaii. Barack Obama. What was the nickname of Louis XIV, the French monarch behind the enormous Palace of Versailles on the outskirts of Paris? Hey, Stan Perfume, Stan Talent. Thank you so kindly. Thank you so much for playing. And yes, Perfume, I think they have a new song coming out soon, don't they? And yes, have a great night. Thank you so much for your super chat as well. I appreciate that so much. Underscore got it right. It is the Sun King. And I like how you put Dolly Parton as president because I agree. I absolutely adore Dolly Parton so much. But the Sun King is the answer to that one. Let's see. The Chemist. Oh, wait. They already came out with a Bomb album last month. Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking of. I must have read it a month ago that they had new music coming out. I'm very nearly at 50 likes. So if you could like this video so that it gets recommended to more people so more people can play with us. I'm trying to go for 50. And we're at 44 right now. So keep it coming. All right. Next question. The chemist Cyril Percy Callister invented which spreadable Australian culinary delicacy in 1922? Something that I've never had, but people either love it or hate it, so I don't know how I feel about it, but it is Vegemite. Good job, Karen. I thought it was Marmite too, but it's Vegemite. Vegemite. Good job, everybody. Paris, with a population of roughly 2.2 million people, is France's largest city, but what is its second largest? What's the second largest city in France? And I apologize if you can hear my fridge humming. I said earlier that I got groceries today. My freezer is full of food that needs to be frozen, so I don't want to unplug my fridge tonight and let it melt. Let's see. Des got it first. It is Marseille. Marseille is the answer. Copacabana is a famous beach and neighborhood in which South American city? In which South American city can you find Copacabana Beach? Very short of breath today, but I'm still going. Des got it first. It's Rio de Janeiro. Yes. What is the furthest planet from the Earth in our solar system? What is the eighth planet, the furthest planet from Earth in our solar system? What's the furthest planet from Earth? Who knows what it is? Jessica, Venus is the closest planet to Earth. It is Neptune. Ozark's got that one. It is Neptune. Oh, hey, real person. Oh, Jair, good guess. Don't worry. It's geography science, Jessica. If you wanted to take a look at Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam, what building should you visit? If you wanted to see The Creation of Adam, what building would you have to visit? The very famous painting by Michelangelo, the pointy one. The pointy one. Not the Louvre, Ozarks. Good guess. It's not in the Louvre. It's by Michelangelo. So it's at a place where there's a lot of famous paintings and sculptures by Michelangelo. And it is painted, I should say, on a ceiling. You have to go like this to see the painting. It is the Sistine Chapel. Good job, Beth. Welcome, Beth. Good job. It is on the Sistine Chapel. The city of Fez, after which the famous hat is named, is in what country? In what country can you find the city of Fez? F-E-Z, Fez. Or F-E-Z if you're not in America. Des got it. It's in Morocco. Good job. It's in Morocco. The Seychelles are an island nation in which ocean? In which ocean can you find the Seychelles? I need 5 more likes. If you could like this video, if you haven't already, give it a little thumbs up. I need 5 more to hit my goal for the night. Karen got it. It is the Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean. Good job, you guys. Let me grab a Tums real quick. I might help with the bubbles. I've got Don't worry, Scott. It's fine if you don't want to participate. You don't have to. But have a very wonderful rest of your night. I hope you sleep well. I hope that this will help you to sleep well. This might be a little loud. There we go. How's everyone doing, by the way, while I chew this? I like the mint flavored ones. Let's see. Who ruled Cuba first as prime minister, then as president, from 1959 until his retirement in 2008? Des is getting sleepy. That's very good. That's what I'm hoping will happen. This is a sleeping aid, first and foremost, and then a game second. Karen got it. It is Fidel Castro. It was Fidel Castro, I should say. Castro, yes. Well, Jessica, you have to be specific because then his brother became president, so saying Castro is a little big. Because there are 2 Castros. What is the name of the Hindu Spring Festival, also known as the Festival of Colors, in which people cover each other with colored powders? What's the Hindu Festival of Colors, also known as? Not Diwali, Jessica. That's the Festival of Lights, and I think that's coming up later in this quiz. Which one is the Festival of Colors? Not a lot. There's a lot of Festival of Lights in different cultures, isn't there? But not a lot of Festival of Colors. It is Holi. Good job, Beth. Holi is the answer. And yeah, it looks like lots of fun. They throw all sorts of different color powders on each other. So everyone's all painted like a whole bunch of beautiful bright colors. Yeah. In Greek mythology, who undertook the quest for the Golden Fleece? And for a bonus point, what was his boat called? ship, it should say, not a boat, right? He had a whole crew. In Greek mythology, who undertook a quest for the Golden Fleece? And what was the name of his ship? If anyone knows any Greek mythology, Ozark's got it. It's Jason was his name. Do you know the name of his ship? If you know the name of his crew, then you know the name of the ship. It's the Argo. Great job, _Jason and the Argo, because the Argonauts were his crew. What is the island prison, now a tourist attraction, where the former South African president Nelson Mandela spent 18 of his 27 years in captivity? On what island prison was Nelson Mandela held for most of his sentence for his crime of wanting equality? Who knows what it was called? It is Robben Island. Good job, Des. Des got it. It is Robben Island. The Straits of Magellan is a sea passage through which continent? On what continent can you find the Straits of Magellan? I need one more like. I'm at 49 to hit my goal. I want 50 likes for this video. I need one more. If you haven't liked this video. Ozark's got it. It is South America. Yes, South America. What is the name of the national anthem of Australia? Yeah, it's in Chile. Oh, we got it. 50 likes. Awesome. That's my record on stream is 50. So I've never got more than 50. So thank you very kindly, everybody, for 50 likes. Next stream, we'll aim for 55. What's the name of Australia's national anthem? Thanks, Jessica. Yeah, the more people that like this, the more the algorithm recommends it to people. It's not based on viewership, it's based on how many likes it gets. So I appreciate it. At least while it's live, afterwards when it's still on YouTube for everyone to watch, then that's different. But while I'm live, it depends on how many people like it. So maybe we'll get some new players soon. I'll give that to Prince Dara. It's Advanced Australia Fair. Yes. I thought it was Waltzing Matilda, but I guess that's an unofficial anthem. But anyway. Speaking of India for Prince Dara, the clarified butter or butter fat used widely in Indian cuisine is known as what? What's the other name for Indian style butter? That's what it's called. It's very good. It is ghee. Well, Jessica got it first. Ghee. That is how you pronounce it, right, Prince Dara? That's how I've always said it. It's ghee. But I like it nonetheless. Which river flows through the Italian capital of Rome? Good night, Karen. You're a fantastic trivia player. Thank you so much. Have a very, very good sleep. Yes, long E. Ghee. Perfect. Thank you. It is the Tiber. Des got it. And so did Barry. Yes, Tiber. Welcome, Barry. Weddell, Ross, fur, and elephant are all types of what creature found in the waters of Antarctica? Weddell, Ross, fur, and elephant are all types of animals found in Australia. What are they? They are seals. Yes, Ozarks. They are seals. And in American football, how many points are awarded for a touchdown? How many points do you get in a touchdown in American football? It is 6. Good job, Ozarks. 6 points. I don't know much about American football, but that's one of the things that I know. Sports is your enemy. Oh dear. I'm sorry, _. What's the world's third largest ocean? What's the world's third largest ocean? If anyone's wondering, when I'm reading books on my channel and I turn a page, I go, but you can't hear it. It is the Indian Ocean. Prince Dara got that one. It is the Indian Ocean. Prince Dara is in India. So, yes, the Indian Ocean. What's the capital of South Korea? What's the capital of South Korea? Jessica got it first. It is Seoul. Volatile patient also got it. Welcome. It is Seoul. Pyongyang is North Korea, right? Where does the world's largest land carnivore live? So, in what part of the world can you find the largest land carnivore? Because if I tell you the name of this large land carnivore, it would give away where they live. It would be a little bit obvious. So you'd have to think, what's the biggest carnivore, meaning that they eat meat? It's not in the US. I'm not going to tell you because I would give you a hint. It is the Arctic, Dara. It is the polar bear. It's the world's largest land carnivore. They are not in Antarctica. And you know this because Arctic is Greek for bears, and Antarctic is Greek for no bears. There are no bears in Antarctica because it's in the name. Now you know. The Danish carpenter Ole Kirk Christensen founded which global toy company? What toy company did Ole Kirk Christensen from Denmark invent? It is Legos. Good job, Des. It's Legos. Who used to play with Legos as a kid? Oh, Kamal is here. Kamal, hello. I have 2 Indians now. Awesome. Legos is the answer. Who used to play with Legos? Who still plays with Legos? Admit it if you still play with Legos. They make Legos for grown-ups now. So I would if I could. If I could afford it and if I had the space for them, I'd probably still play with Legos. What's the name of the Japanese wine made from fermented rice? What's the name of Japanese wine made from fermented rice? Jessica got it first. It is sake. Sake is the answer. Volatile and Des got it as well. Sake is the answer. In what country do tulips originate? In which country did tulips originate? It's wonderful. I don't know. I don't drink alcohol. I've heard it's good though. Volatile, it's actually not the Netherlands or Holland. Des got it. It is Turkey. The Turks traded it to Holland and the Netherlands, where it took off in a big way, but they're originally from Turkey. What is the tallest mountain in Africa? And for a bonus point, in what country would you find it? So you can put either one if you want, or you can put both. But what is the tallest mountain in Africa? And or what country would you find the tallest mountain in Africa? Prince Dara got Kilimanjaro, but Des got Tanzania. Yes, it's not in Kenya. It's very close to Kenya, but it's very near the border of Kenya, but it's in Tanzania. Good job, everyone, getting Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa. The Philadelphia Eagles play which sport? Which sport do the Philadelphia Eagles play? This one's not for underscore. Who doesn't like sports? It is American football. I'll give that to Jessica. American football. And Volatile, too, for the full name, American football. What's the longest and largest river in South America? What is the longest and largest river in South America? Volatile got it first. It is the Amazon. Great job. The Amazon River. The Bass Strait separates mainland Australia from which island? Itself a state of Australia. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay. The Bass Strait separates mainland Australia from which state? From Tasmania. So that goes to Volatile as well. Good job. Tasmania is the answer. The British overseas territory of Gibraltar lies at the southern tip of which European country? In which country would you find Gibraltar, a British overseas territory? It is in Spain. Good job, Des gets that one. It is in Spain. The Caribbean island of Puerto Rico belongs to which country? España. Yes. The Caribbean island of Puerto Rico belongs to which country? Volatile gets that one. It's the USA. Yes. A lot of people got this one. I think I have a lot of Americans here tonight, which is kind of unusual. It's usually mostly Europeans or people from Central Asia, because that's the part of the world that's waking up or awake. But pretty cool. It seems like I have a lot of Americans, or at least people in the American time zone, maybe Canada or something. I don't know. In 1066, the Normans invaded and took over England. From which modern country did the Normans come from? In what country would you find the Norman people? It is from France. Good job, Volatile. They came from France. From Normandy. All right. What was the name of Christopher Columbus's ships on his 1492 journey to the Americas? As an American growing up in the American school system, we were forced to memorize this for some reason. There's the Nina. The Nina is one of them. There are 3 ships. The Pinta, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Ozarks is definitely American, having known the right order of the rhyme and everything. The Nina, the Pinta, and Santa Maria. Good job, Ozarks. I assume Ozarks Wild Man. That means you're in the Ozarks in Missouri. So, hey, good job, Leah. Santa Maria was actually the ship that Columbus was on. So that is like the main ship. Let's see. I'm going to skip ones that are years. Nairobi is the capital and largest city of which African country? Hey, Gustavo, representing Brazil. Nairobi is the capital and largest city of Kenya. Good job, Volatile. Excellent, excellent. The record label Motown was founded in what U.S. city? The Midwest. I used to go camping in Potosi, Missouri, so I love the Ozarks. In what U.S. city was Motown founded? It is Detroit. Good job, Des. It was founded in Detroit. Motown music was so incredible. Oh, Orion's from Detroit. That's right. Detroit. That's where you hear like the Jack 5 and Diana Ross and the Supremes. Diana Ross and the Supremes, among so many fantastic other Motown artists. Sumo is a style of wrestling performed in what country? Sumo is a style of wrestling from what country? Sumo, S-U-M-O. Volatile got it. It is Japan. Great job, Volatile. All right, this next quiz is for food and drink. So all of these questions will have to do with food or drink. A lot of people got Japan. I'm proud. All right, I have 2 Indians here at least. So let's see who gets this question first. Used widely in Indian cooking, what is a tandoor? What is a tandoor that you make tandoori food in, which is my favorite kind of Indian food. I love tandoori. I won't say just in case. What is a tandoor? It is a oven. Prince Dara got it. One of our Indians here. It is an oven. I like tandoori chicken. Produced in the U.S. state of Kentucky, Four Roses, Wild Turkey, and Jim Beam are all brands of which distilled spirit? So what kind of alcohol? Yeah, I hit 50. Isn't that amazing, Joseph? Welcome back. I know, I love tandoori food. Not whiskey, Volatile, but great guess. It is bourbon. Ozarks got it. It's bourbon. Jim Beam, Wild Turkey. I haven't heard of Four Roses, but I've heard of the others. They are types of bourbon found only in Kentucky, or at least invented in Kentucky. Which 2 countries claim to have invented the flat white coffee? Jack doesn't know. I'm 15. You can't drink like anywhere in the world. Not even 16 yet, where you can drink in some places. Which two countries claim to have invented the flat white coffee? Which is something that I've never heard of, but I'm not a big coffee drinker either. I like tea. Spain and Italy sound like good guesses because those are big coffee countries, but you are in the wrong part of the world, Jessica. It is not even in Europe. I will say these are English speaking countries, though. Ethiopia would be where coffee was invented, but I'm talking about flat white coffee. Not Canada and USA. I'm going to Google flat white coffee because I've never heard of it. I probably shouldn't ask questions that I don't know about. Flat white coffee. Let's see. Oh. The espressos with the designs on the top? That's a flat white coffee. I like. It's these kinds of coffees. Can you see? I don't know. And it's espresso with milk on top. Whereas a latte is steamed milk with foam on top. The flat white is just espresso with a bunch of milk on it. But apparently, both Australia and New Zealand claim to have invented it. Australia and New Zealand. How interesting. I just thought those were espressos. I didn't realize that they had their own name, but it's not steamed milk like an espresso. What mammal, locally known as kui, is a popular dish in the restaurants of Peru? What mammal known as kui is a popular dish in Peru? Something that's really only eaten there. It's an animal that in America we would never even dream of eating. But apparently it's delicious in Peru. _got it. It's a guinea pig. We know them as guinea pigs. Let's see. The Welsh specialty laverbread is made out of oatmeal and which aquatic ingredient? Aquatic ingredient, meaning it comes from the ocean. I think it's laverbread, made out of oatmeal and which ingredient? That comes from the ocean. All right. Good night, Des. You are a fantastic player. Hopefully I'll see you same time next week for more trivia. I might wrap this up in about half an hour. Oh, it's not a meat, Ryan. MBTTF does not know, but Joseph knows it is seaweed. Hey, Gareth is here as well. It is seaweed. A mixture of meat, vegetables, and rice, jambalaya is a dish that originated in which U.S. state? My sister just visited Disneyland, and she had to go get jambalaya because that's what Tiana specializes in. It is Louisiana. Good job, _. Apparently can get good jambalaya in Disneyland. Let's see. Cinnamon, vanilla, and what other spice are often used to flavor eggnog? What do you use to flavor eggnog? You use cinnamon, vanilla, and what other spice? I detest eggnog. It is nutmeg. Good job, Jessica. Got that one. Nutmeg is the answer. I do not like it at all. It's a weird consistency because there is egg in it. I don't like that. What is the name of the traditional Greek dish baked in the oven with aubergines and minced meat? In America, aubergine is an eggplant, just if there's a lot of Americans here. So which dish is made with aubergines or eggplant and minced meat? It is moussaka. Good job, Gareth. Moussaka, yes. All right, another Indian one. The Indian condiment raita consists of vegetables and herbs mixed with what? I'm not really big on Mediterranean food. I don't really like Greek food at all, so I wonder, I have never tried moussaka. I probably should. Volatile got it. It's yogurt. Yogurt or curd, according to Prince Dara. Yogurt is the answer. If someone in Australia offers you a schooner or a pot, what would you expect to receive? I need to move my pop screen a little, but it's going to be loud if I do, so I'm not. If someone in Australia offered you a schooner or a pot, what would you receive? Yes, Volatile got it. It's beer. Very good. A glass of beer. What's the main ingredient in the Mexican dip guacamole? What's the main ingredient in guacamole? Something that we eat in California very, very often, mostly on toast. I'll give that to Joseph. Avocado. Mark got it as well. Avocado. Very, very good. Let's see. A type of fish, the sturgeon, is the source of which culinary delicacy? You call it abacate in Brazil, says Gustavo. I like that. Avocados from Mexico. Yes. It is caviar. Good job, Ozarks. Or roe. Mark's calling it. It's the same thing. Caviar. Roe. I think roe is the eggs, and then caviar is the dish. So same difference, pretty much. Let's see. The bread known as ciabatta and the sparkling wine prosecco are from which country? In which country would you find ciabatta bread and prosecco? It is Italy. Jessica got it first. It is Italy. Let's see. Widely eaten in West Africa. What are the dough balls made of boiled ground plantain and cassava known as? This I've heard about so often. Researching West Africa, pretty much every country in West Africa eats this. You make a stew, and yeah, it's fufu. You take the fufu bread and you dip it in the stew and eat it. It looks kind of yummy. All right. Hot, spicy Tabasco sauce is produced in which country? Good night, _ See you same time next week. Have a very good sleep. Very, very good sleep. Let's see. I think 3 more quizzes and then I'll wrap it up. It is surprisingly not Mexico, folks. It's not made in Mexico, although it is manufactured to look like that it is. But it's not made in Mexico. Joseph needs to go to bed for real. Oh no, ma'am, says Queen. Thank you. Wow, Ozarks knew it specifically. It's made in the U.S. It's made in the USA. Tabasco sauce, who knew? All right, more general knowledge questions, moving away from the food questions. Which U.S. city was once known as New Amsterdam? Which city was once known as New Amsterdam? Thank you. Oh no, I appreciate that. Volatile got it first. It's New York City. Very, very good. The Maori name for New Zealand, Aotearoa, translates to what? Oh, I should have rephrased that. I should have made the translation be like, what does it mean in Maori? And the answer would have been Aotearoa. Does anyone know what Aotearoa translates to? How about this? Thank you, MBDTF. Oh, I'm so glad. That's totally the vibe that I'm trying to go for, is that kindly teacher that everyone loves. You know what? Thalis, I'll give that to you. It's the land of the long white cloud. So that's pretty close, I guess. I'll give that to you. What city plays host to the world's largest annual carnival? Or carnival. But it's the carnival in the city. What city would you find the world's largest carnival? Mark got it first. It's Rio. Rio de Janeiro. Let's see. Here's I'll tell you after I read it. Between 1960 and 1963, prior to their worldwide fame, the Beatles played a series of gigs in the small clubs of which German city? I'm a big Beatles fan, so if you've never heard any of their little German songs, they're really cute. But yeah, they used to play at a club in this town in Germany. Volatile got it. It's Hamburg. They played in Hamburg in this one little club just to get them started on their career. Let's see. With some examples growing over 115 meters high, the coastal redwood is the world's tallest tree. In what country would you find it? In what country can you find the coastal redwood? In what country would you find the coastal redwood? Mark got it. It's the USA. And Prince Dara got the state, California. Thank you. Oh no, man. I hope you have a nice night as well. The USA. One of the houses I was just house sitting at had a redwood in their yard, and I couldn't see the top of it. It was so big. What's the name of the style of Chinese food consisting of bite-sized portions served on small plates or in steamer baskets and usually with tea? Ooh, Leah got it right off the bat. It is dim sum. Yum yum, dim sum. So yummy. Dim sum. The Chihuahua, the smallest breed of dog in the world, originated in which country? Where were Chihuahuas bred? It is Mexico. Mark got it. Mexico is the answer. What was the name of the first artificial satellite launched by the Soviet Union in 1957? What was the name of the first artificial satellite? Because the moon is technically a satellite. It is Sputnik, not Soyuz. It's Sputnik 1 was the first satellite, so that goes to Mark. And I hit 60 likes. That's a record. Wow. All right, next stream I'll make a goal of 60. But thank you so much, everyone, for 60 likes. That's amazing. What is the only continent that contains parts of the eastern, western, northern, and southern hemispheres? Which continent has parts of every single hemisphere in it? This one comes up a lot in trivia, and I never really ask it because it's hard to believe. It is Africa. Ozarks got it. It is Africa. You'd think it would be Oceania, but it is Africa. It's in every single hemisphere. What's the world's tallest freestanding structure? The 553-mile-high CN Tower is in which Canadian city? Is Ryan still here? Ryan would know. In what city would you find the CN Tower? Toronto. Jessica got it first. It's Toronto. Very good, folks. What was the name of the defensive fortification begun in 122 CE to mark the northern limit of Roman control in Britain? So what structure was built by the Romans to mark the end of Roman territory in Britain? What was that called? I'll take Hadrian's line, sure, Hadrian's Wall. That's what it's formally, because it's a wall. And still there today. All right, how about this? In what city would you find the world's largest fish market? Now think of a country that eats a lot of fish. In what country would you find the world's largest fish market? I need to sit up again. The chair might squeak. Hey, Tam, I'm going to call you Tam. Got it. It is in Japan. What city in Japan, though? Who will get that first? I'm going to stretch my hip out. There we go. Tokyo. Volatile got that. So that goes to Tam and Volatile. Tokyo. What is the name of the Paris Cemetery, the city center's largest, where various famous writers, musicians, and entertainers, including Oscar Wilde, Jim Morrison, and Edith Piaf, are buried? What's the name of that huge graveyard in Paris where Jim Morrison and Edith Piaf is buried? Lachaise. I'll give that to Volatile. It's Père Lachaise. Yes. Native to the Americas, what is the third largest of the big cats after the tiger and lion? So native to the Americas, what is the third largest cat with tiger being number 1 and lion being number 2. What is number 3? Not a puma. Very close. It is a jaguar. Good job, Ozarks. A jaguar. Or if you're in any other part of the world, a jaguar. Ryan, bobcats are actually kind of tiny. Have you ever seen one before? They're not that big. But mountain lions and cougars are very big, but jaguars are even bigger. Let's see. What's the longest river in France? What is the longest river in France? Let me grab another drinky drink. Oh, I'm almost done. It is the Loire River. So Volatile gets that one. The Loire River. Let's see. Having gained independence in 2011, what is the newest country in the world? Currently, as of 2022, what's the world's newest country? It is South Sudan. Good job, Mark. South Sudan. Yes, South Sudan is the world's newest country. I had a coworker one time who we were talking about my channel, and she thought America was the world's newest country. And I said, no, not by a little bit. And I said, it's actually South Sudan. And I said, what year do you think South Sudan was formed? She went like 1800. No, 2011. It's very recent. What fictional character lives at 221B Baker Street, London? What fictional character lives at 221B Baker Street in London? It is Sherlock Holmes. Good job, Volatile. Sherlock Holmes. Yes, we all got that one. That's an easy one. Now I've got bubbles from the drink I just had. 1 second. There we go. Stromboli and Vesuvius are 2 of Italy's 3 active volcanoes. Can you name the third? So the 3 active volcanoes in Italy are Stromboli, Vesuvius, and what? Mount Etna. Good job, Volatile. I can't say that with my accent. Etna. It's Mount Etna. If a country changes its name, is it a new one? No. It has to be a new country, Gustavo. Like brand new country. So like if Amazonas in Brazil decided to break off and be its own country, then it would be a new country. But I don't think they would do that. Let's see. Yeah, I can't say Etna in my accent. It's the same reason I always say route instead of route, because we pronounce route as root, and I can't say it in my ASMR voice. It's route. Let's see. Andrew Barton Banjo Patterson was the composer of what famous bush ballad, sometimes referred to as Australia's unofficial national anthem? I accidentally said this one earlier in the stream, so if anyone was here, you might have heard it. What's Australia's unofficial national anthem? Volatile got it. It's Waltzing Matilda. Who will come a waltzing Matilda with me? Yeah, Eswatini and North Macedonia were the most recent countries to change their names, but that doesn't mean they're a brand new country. They're still the same. They just changed their names. The Stanley Cup is an annual championship in which sport, competed for by teams in the USA and Canada? Which sport does the winning team get the Stanley Cup? Mark got it. It's hockey. Go Sharks. Ice hockey, yes. Let's see. I don't want to do ones with... Oh, here's one for Gustavo. The Brazilian city of Manaus is surrounded by which natural feature? So Manaus is located in the place I just mentioned, actually. That's really weird. What is the geographic feature that surrounds Manaus? What natural place, very famous natural place, is Manaus right plop in the middle of? The rainforest. What's the name of the rainforest, Volatile? Oh my God, says Gustavo. Answer the question, Gustavo. You know it. It's your country. What's the name of the rainforest where you can find Manaus? Famous rainforest in the world. Oh, is my chat slowing down? Let me check this monitor. Because this is an easy one. There we go. Mark got it. It's the Amazon. Yes. The Amazon rainforest is where you can find Manaus. Yeah, my chat is slowing down. So I have to read this screen. So if I keep looking over here, I'm reading the chat over there. Let's see. Which U.S. city's tourist attractions include the Golden Gate Bridge and the former prison of Alcatraz? In what city would you find the Golden Gate Bridge and Alcatraz? And you'd better get this one. Everyone had better get this one. Mark got it. It's San Francisco. Yes. My city. I've only been to Alcatraz once, but it was really incredible. Really recommend it. The flags of Bhutan, Malta, and Wales all feature what mythological creature? The flags of Bhutan, Malta, and Wales. Yep, Takashi's here. Takashi, welcome. It is a dragon. Yes, the dragon. Awesome. Welcome. We have another Brazilian here then. In what city would you find the Spanish Steps? Hey, Daryl's here too. Hi, Daryl. Hey, Takashi. Daryl, it's not a duck. You know you wouldn't find a duck on the Welsh flag. You would know that of all people. In what city would you find the Spanish Steps? And it says, hint, it's not in Spain, obviously. In what city would you find the Spanish Steps? Volatile got it. It is Rome. Yes, Rome is the answer. Let's see, my lag isn't that bad, so I'm going to turn off that monitor and refer back to it later. My lag is like, according to that, maybe like 5 seconds off. Let's see. The largest gem quality rough diamond ever found. The Cullinan diamond was discovered in which country in 1905? In which country was the largest rough diamond ever found? In 1905. Oh, Takashi, sorry, Argentina. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's right. You and I just blanked on his name. You're Argentinian. I'm so sorry. Mark got it. It's South Africa, by the way. South Africa. But Arkansas and Botswana are good guesses. I am so sorry, Takashi. You and Federico are Argentinians. But we have Gustavo here from Brazil. My apologies. I know those are like vastly different places. What is the name of, are these streams weekly? Yes, every Monday at the same time. It's like around 7 o'clock my time in the Pacific. So 7 o'clock Pacific time. So whatever that is for you, that's what it is for you. Isn't this fun? What's the name of the Canadian dish consisting of French fries topped with cheese curds and gravy? South Americans love geography. Now, you guys are very smart in terms of geography. Which Canadian dish? Ooh, James, good job. It is poutine. It is very delicious, amazing poutine. It's already Tuesday over in India where Prince Tara is. Everyone knows poutine. That's amazing. Poutine is so good. We should really bring it more in America. Speaking of South America, what's the capital of Chile? What is the capital of Chile? What is the capital of Chile? It is Santiago. Volatile got it first. Santiago, Chile. Very good. The outback is the name of the dry, remote interior of which country? In which country would you find the outback? Volatile got it first. It's Australia. Volatile patient, I wonder if you are Australian because you've gotten pretty much every single question about Australia correct. So I wonder if you're Australian or know just a lot about Australia. What is the name of the giant limestone statue with the body of a lion and the head of a human that sits on the eastern side of the pyramid complex of Giza? Good night, Takashi. Have a very good night over there. Down there. Wave down to you in Argentina. James got it first. It is the Sphinx. The Sphinx. Very good. The Sphinx. Rated by pilots as one. Oh, from the UK. You just love geography. That's fantastic. Daryl can't be bothered to type. We've got a bot. Let me block them. 1 second. 1 second. It's going too fast for my poor computer. 1 second. There we go. Okay, that should be gone now. Okay, so rated by pilots as one of the most dangerous landings in the world. In what country is Tenzing Hillary Airport? In what country would you find Tenzing Hillary Airport? One of the most dangerous airports in the world. It is in Nepal. Yes, volatile. Very close to Tibet. It is Nepal. Random Channel is here as well to play. In which country would you find the Mojave Desert? In what country would you find the Mojave Desert? In the U.S. Very good, James. Here in California, we say Mojave. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Mojave. It is in America. Jessica has to go to bed. Good night, and thank you so much for that super chat as well, Jessica. I appreciate that very, very kindly. Have a very wonderful sleep. All right, this next quiz is sports venues. So this is a sports category. So apologies for people who aren't sports people, but you might know some of these. Let's see. Wrigley Field is the home of which U.S. baseball team? Which baseball team plays in Wrigley Field? The Cubs. Yes, James got it. The Chicago Cubs. Go Cubs, I suppose. I support the Giants. In what country is Sochi, which was the venue for the 2014 Winter Olympics? The Winter Olympics in 2014 were in Sochi. In what country? It is Russia. Good job, Volatile. It's in Russia. Let's see. The Stade Roland Garros in Paris hosts which annual sporting event? The Stade Roland Garros in Paris hosts what annual sporting event? What's the name of the tennis event, Volatile? I know it's tennis, but it is the French Open. Mark got that one. The French Open. Let's see. In what city would you find Hampden Park, the home of the Scotland football team? Yeah, Daryl's here for the sports one. In what city would you find Hampden Park, the home of the Scotland football team? It is in Glasgow. That goes to Volatile. Glasgow is the answer. What major horse race is staged at Churchill Downs? Churchill Downs is where you can see what famous major horse race, probably like one of the more famous horse races in the world. At least one that I know of. In Churchill Downs. I would say where it is, but it would give away the answer. Because the place where it is in the name of this race, so we can't say where it is. Or where Churchill Downs is, I should say. It is the Kentucky Derby. Mark got that one. The Kentucky Derby. Let's see if anyone knows this one. Where does the national football team of Mexico play its home games? Does anyone know the name of Mexico's national football team stadium? Oh, good job, Volatile got it. It's the Azteca, the Estadio Azteca. Very good. What sport is played at Lord's in London? What sport is played at Lord's in London? It is cricket. Very good, Volatile. I don't know the answer to those, but I figure there's a lot of UK people here, so you guys would all know. Manchester United play their home games at which stadium? My fridge is on because my freezer's full of frozen food, so I don't want it to melt. In Old Trafford. Yes, Volatile got that one too. Volatile knows all the sports. And Gustavo knew it too. Old Trafford. The Scotiabank Arena is home to which Canadian ice hockey team? The Scotiabank Arena. Old Trafford. Daryl supports Man U. The Scotiabank Arena is home to which Canadian ice hockey team? Who knows their hockey? It's not the Canadiens. Um, yeah, I don't want to say anymore because I don't want to give it away. Obviously, I can't tell you where Scotiabank Arena is. Not the Oilers. They're in Edmonton. The Canadiens are in Montreal. I almost said Quebec, but that's not it. Quebec doesn't have a team anymore. It is the Maple Leafs. Yes, James, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Not Leaves, Leafs. What is the nickname of China's stadium, which was built for the 2008 Summer Olympics? What's the nickname of China's stadium for the 2008 Summer Olympics? That's nickname. The Bird Nest. I'll give that to Volatile. The Bird Nest. The Bird's Nest. In which U.S. city would you find Dodger Stadium? In which U.S. city would you find Dodger Stadium? In L.A. Good job, James. It is in L.A. Boo. Go Giants. Beat L.A. At what venue does the French football team Paris Saint-Germain play its home games? Where does Paris Saint-Germain play its home games at? What? I need to breathe for a second. Volatile got it. It's Parc des Princes. Volatile knows geography and sports very well. The Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York is the main stadium for what annual sporting event? What big event is played at the Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York? The U.S. Open. Good job, Volatile. The U.S. Open. The Jawaharlal, I cannot say that. Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium is the national stadium of which country? Jawaharlal. There we go. Tennis stuff, says Daryl. The Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. There we go. That's hard to say with my soft voice. It is in India. Yes, Volatile. It is in India. Where in Scotland would you find the Old Course, considered the world's oldest golf course and the home of golf? Cricket stuff for India. Where was golf invented? I actually knew this one when I was taking the quiz. It is St. Andrews. Good job, Volatile. St. Andrews. Very, very good. Here's an interesting question. Which U.S. city has staged more world title boxing fights than any other? Golf stuff. This is boxing stuff. Which U.S. city has more world title boxing fights staged in it? It is Las Vegas. Good job, Ozarks. And Daryl got it too. Las Vegas. Very good. The GABA is a large cricket ground in which country? I'm starting to get sleepy. New Jersey and Chicago are good guesses. The GABA is a large cricket ground in Australia. Volatile is on top of the sports category. Fantastic. In what year did South Africa stage and win the Rugby World Cup, playing the final in front of 60,000 spectators at Johannesburg's Ellis Stadium? Good old 1995. I know nothing about rugby, but I know about that game because I saw the movie Invictus and it was really incredible. Estadio Monumental Antonio Vespuccio Liberty is the national football stadium of which South American country? It is not Brazil, actually. It is Argentina. Good job, Gustavo. Our resident Argentinian just left. So Gustavo got it. It's in Argentina. The winners of the NBA championship in 2015, 2017, 2018, and now 2019, so on and so forth. The Golden State Warriors play their home games at the Oracle Arena in which Californian city? 2021. And probably next season too. It is Oakland. Good job, James. Good old Oakland. Let's go Dubs. I have to root for them because they're in my area. It's actually Oakland, Mark. They play in the city of Oakland, literally just across the water from San Francisco, but they are building a new stadium for them in San Francisco, and they might change the name to the San Francisco Warriors, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That's all very much in the future. In what city is Wembley, the national stadium of England's football team, located? I've actually been there. Where would you find Wembley Stadium? In London. Good job, Volatile. It is in London. The tiny European Principality of Monaco stages a major annual event in which sport? This one's easy too, I think. What sport is Monaco famous for? F1, yes. Formula One motor racing. That goes to James. James beat Volatile. The Grand Prix, says Ozarks. Yes. The Camp Nou Stadium is the home to which Spain's leading football teams? So which team plays at Camp Nou Stadium in Spain? It is Barcelona. Good job, Gustavo. Barcelona plays there, not Real Madrid. Barcelona. Last held in 2018. This book's about 2 years old, so I don't know if that's it, but the Albatross course at Le Golf National near Paris, France. The Ryder Cup is a golfing competition staged every 2 years between which two teams? Which two teams play the Le Golf National near Paris, France, and win the Ryder Cup? Volatile got it. It's the US and Europe. Very good. Last sports question. The New York Knicks play their home games at which famous New York venue? Where do the New York Knicks play? MSG, I'll give that to James. Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden, yes, MSG. All right, moving back to general knowledge. So if you're not a sports person, it's time to play along, I suppose. The Statue of Liberty was given to the United States by which country? Which country made and gave the United States the Statue of Liberty? It was France. Volatile got it. The answer is France. All right, we've got more people playing. All the sports people are done. Hello, Wal Maria. What's the only large area of land on Earth that is not officially owned by any country? And yeah, Gustave Eiffel built the Statue of Liberty. What's the only area of land? There we go. James got it first. It's Antarctica. Antarctica. The Bita wheel is very, very tiny compared to Antarctica, but it's also not owned by anyone. It is the land of no bears, Antarctica. What lost city in South America did the American archaeologist Hiram Bingham discover in 1911? I never breathed deep enough. I'm afraid of breathing too hard into the mic. James got it. It's Machu Picchu. Daryl's all done because the sports questions are over. Time to sleep. Good night, Daryl. Or kind of good morning for you. South Jersey, says Mark. Have a good sleep, Daryl. Let's see. What was next? Oh, here it is. Celebrated by Hindus in October or November each year across the world, how is the Festival of Lights better known? Because we already talked about the Festival of Colors, which was Holi. Which one is the Festival of Lights in the Hindu belief? It is Diwali. Good job, Volatile. Diwali is the answer. A sports question. I hope Daryl's still here. The Springboks is the nickname of which country's rugby union team? The Springboks is the name of which country's rugby union team? South Africa. Volatile got it. It is South Africa. In 1893, what country became the first to give women the vote in parliamentary elections? What was the first country to give women the right to vote? In 1893. It was New Zealand. Good job, Volatile. It was New Zealand. Which country takes up almost half of South America's land area? Gustavo? country takes up almost half of South America's land area? It is Brazil. Good job, James. Brazil is the answer. Brazil, Brazil. Fantastic. What's the capital of Canada? What is the capital of Canada? Brazil. Have a good night, Gustavo. Thank you so much for playing. I'll see you next week. And James got that one first. It is Ottawa. Ottawa is the answer. Yeah, I'm going to finish this quiz, and then that's going to be it for the night. We still have a good 10 or so questions left. The Oktoberfest Beer Festival is held every year in which German city? They just held it a few weeks ago. Where is Oktoberfest held? In Munich. Good job, Volatile. You are a geography champion, aren't you, Volatile Patient? Gotta start coming to these more often. Jiki and Tyler G got it too. Munich. Very good. Let's see if anyone knows this one. If anyone is around my age, you definitely know this. Set in the Australian Northern Territory and New York City, what 1980s movie is the highest grossing Australian film of all time? What is the highest grossing Australian film of all time from the 1980s? It's set in the Northern Territory in New York City. Jiki got it. It's Crocodile Dundee. It's a hilarious movie. Mark got it too. Crocodile Dundee. That is a knife. Now this is a knife. How many countries does the U.S. share a land border with, and what are they? How many countries border America, and can you name them? Kind of an easy one, to be honest, because it's only two. Yes, Cheeky. It's only two countries. And Mark got the names Mexico and Canada. Yes. In what European country is the Shakespeare play Hamlet set? Where does the Shakespeare play Hamlet take place? Where's the setting of Hamlet? It is in Denmark. Good job, Volatile, because there's something rotten in the state of Denmark. The name of which Central American country translates into English as the Savior? Which country in Central America translates in English to the Savior? I have an itch on my nose. Volatile got it. El Salvador. Good job, Volatile Patient. It is El Salvador. James and Jiki got it too. What colorful sea separates Northeast Africa from the Arabian Peninsula? James got it. It's the Red Sea. Very good, James. The Red Sea. And Jiki. And Tam. And Volatile. And Mark. Good job, you guys. My tummy's making noises. Can you hear it? Let's see. Home to works by Rembrandt, Van Gogh, and Vermeer. In which European capital city would you find the Rijksmuseum? At least that's how I've always pronounced it. I don't know if that's actually how you pronounce it. And Volatile got it, though. It's Amsterdam. Yes. Well, Maria got it, too. Amsterdam. Tupelo, Mississippi was the birthplace of which famous 20th century singer? What famous singer was born in Tupelo, Mississippi? 20th century singer. Any guesses? Any guesses? I will give you a hint that this is a man. Not Johnny Cash, but very good. You're in the right era, Volatile. In the right time of, for the most part, a little earlier than Johnny Cash, but he was still performing when Johnny Cash was around. He's one of the most famous American singers of all time. Still one of the most beloved. It is Elvis. Good job, James. It is Elvis. He was born in Mississippi. Can you believe that? You'd think he would have been born in Tennessee, but it's Elvis. The 2000 Summer Olympics Games were staged in which Southern Hemisphere city? The first time they were ever in the Southern Hemisphere. In 2000. Where were the 2000 Summer Olympics? In Sydney. Good job, Volatile. It was in Sydney. All right, this is going to be the last question of the night because my tummy's making weird noises. So I'm going to take a break from drinking stuff. So that means I need to rest my voice. And I need to set up to get ready to film a very big video that's going to be premiering next Monday on my channel. So, the last question. A statue of whom stands on a column at the center of London's Trafalgar Square? Who's standing at the top of the column in Trafalgar Square? Who is that? It's Lord Nelson. Good job, volatile patient. It's Lord Horatio Nelson. And that's going to be it. So next week, we will start back up in my quiz book. I'll make some other warm-up quizzes for you guys. And yeah, next week is a trivia week. And then the week after is going to be my Halloween special. I have some very, very special things for you guys on Halloween. It is not trivia, but it's still things where you can participate. So please feel free to join me in 2 weeks on Halloween. But next week is going to be a regular trivia stream. So thank you guys for playing along. I had some wonderful, wonderful new people. I surpassed my goal by 17 likes. That's really incredible. I guess I'll do a goal of 65 likes for the next stream. We'll see if we can hit that. Thank you all so much for playing, and I hope you all have a very, 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 very good night. Good night, everyone. Good night.